Allí no me había visto nada.
No, yo sé.
Así que.
Está para hacer que las escuelitas. La verdad, yo estaba hablando con Benny, de que con mi cuánto sale, que yo creo que está español hoy. No,
Me iban a matar hoy.
no, yo estaba que
Ya te quería que no. Mejor que no vuelva. Mejor que no vuelva.
no, que va.
Se la tiraron como que. No puedo llevar eso.
El celular.
No quiero conversar.
The thoracic cavity and this is the abdominal cavity. So the diaphragm, this is the one which is going to divide the thoracic cavity with the abdominal cavity. If we look to the pressure here on the thoracic cavity, it's negative pressure. I mean -5 to -15. While on the abdominal cavity here, we have positive pressure, means +5, +15. So if you look to the lung here, we have two lungs, and the space in the middle here, this is what we call the mediastinal space, or the mediastinum, where we have the heart, which is going to be the most important organs, is going to be on the inferior mediastinum. So if we just make a line from here, from the close up to here, everything here to the apex of the lung, this is the superior mediastinum. And everything here to the diaphragm, this is the inferior mediastinum. So the inferior mediastinum is going to just be divided into three compartments: anterior, middle, and posterior. So the middle one, where we have the heart. So in front of the heart, I mean behind the sternum and in front of the heart, we are going to have the anterior mediastinum. The middle mediastinum, as we said, the heart, and posterior to the heart, we have the posterior mediastinum. So what we said here, the lung, here, if you look to the lung again, the lung is going to be covered by two pleura. We said this is the visceral pleura, which is going to be attached to the lung, okay, and the parietal pleura, which is going to be attached to the thoracic wall. So in between here, we say that this is the interpleural space. Interpleural space. So whenever we say that we have a patient with pneumothorax or hemothorax, so the air or the blood is going to be accumulated here on the interpleural space. Means if there is accumulation of the air or accumulation of the blood, this is going just to do pressure on the lung, and the lung is going to collapse. And if there is compression, I mean collapse of the lung, this is going to do pressure on the heart, and the patient might die because of heart problem. I mean heart insufficiency. Yes, and we said that the lung, I mean anteriorly, is going to go to up to the 6 intercostal space, and laterally is going to go for the 8, and posteriorly is going to go for number 10. And this is for expiration. For inspiration, we said that these lines, these levels, 6, 8, 10, is going to go just 2 intercostal space more. I mean 8, 10, and 12. Yes? Although the apex of the lung is going to be above the clavicle. So you are going to have patient, as we said, they have stab wounds above the clavicle, the same with a patient who has stab wounds at this level, means at 11 or 12 or 10 intercostal space posteriorly. Both of them, they are going to have pneumothorax or hemothorax for both of them. As we said that this is the diaphragm. What does it mean? That this is the phragmatic surface of the lung. This is the diaphragmatic surface of the heart, and same on that side. So as we said, let us see the lung here. How we can know this is the right lung or the left lung? Look here, the right lung is going to have 3 lobes. So here we have the right lung and the left lung. This is another view of the right as well as on the left. So again, here, this is, we said the larynx. You remember the hyoid bone. Here we have the cartilage. We said that we have the greater wing here, greater horn, and this is the lesser horn. The lesser horn is going to be in contact with the cricoid process. Then we have the trachea. The trachea. So you see the trachea is going to be just at the level of C6. C6 vertebra, the cervical vertebra number 6. And all the way up to here. What does it mean here? The verification for the right lung and the left lung is going to be at the level of the again, the angle is going to articulate with the angle of Lewis. So if we go just posteriorly, we are going to see the level of the trachea, and here we have the right lung and the left lung. You see, look at the right lung here, or the right bronchus. There is a difference between both of them. Here you are going to have short bronchus and vertical, while the left one you are going to have long horizontal. So here you are going to have the bronchi and the respiratory bronchi. I mean that if we just make a segment for the bronchus, this is important here. We are going to have the main bronchus. We are going to have another here, which is the and this is the alveoli. So this is the main bronchus. bronchiole. So this is going to be the terminal bronchiole. And this is respiratory bronchiole. Bronchiole, why? Because this is the one which is going to have alveoli is going to have the exchange of oxygen and CO2. So this is the main bronchus, this is the terminal, and this is the respiratory. It's going to be the last one which has in contact with the alveoli, where we have exchange of the oxygen and CO2. These are the segments, I think for you it's not so important. But anyhow, you are going to see how many segments on the right side and the left side. On the right side, we have 10. On the left side, we have 9. 9, 10, left, right. Here, where the bronchi goes to the lung, right side, you are going to have again pulmonary artery and veins. Pulmonary veins, how many bronchi? So this is the medial surface, for example, of the lung, and this is the hilum. The hilum. So here we are going to have the bronchus. This is number 1. The blood supply for the lung, we have the pulmonary artery. And the venous drainage, you are going to have 2 veins. And there is another one which is bronchial artery. I'm going just to repeat things that with the heart in order to see exactly the blood supply of the lung. You see here, this is the medial surface of the lung. I mean, between the left side and the right side, you have here what we call the mediastinal surface. So the mediastinal surface here, this is the hilum. This is the hilum. Look here, what we know in our anatomy, that the artery is going to be with the red color, and the vein with the blue color. But look here, the artery is on the blue color and the veins are on the red color. Why? Let me repeat. I didn't answer it before.
Yo tengo un número. Hay algo la semana pasada.
Okay. Thank you.
Pequeña. Hay una aquí la semana pasada. ¿Es de Giraldo? A ver. Estaba ahí.
Definitivamente hay que ver the heart, okay? In order to understand the lung or the blood supply of the lung. Because if I ask you about the major things, I mean the blood supply of the heart or the blood supply of the lung. So look at the lung, look at the heart. We would like to see exactly where it's going to be located. Look at this one here. So it's going to be located here. What does it mean? If I am in supine line position, acostado, boca arriba, so it means this is going to be the base, and this is going to be the apex. So, so let us see the base of the heart. The base of the heart is going to be by the left atrium. See, the atrium is going to be on the posterior side. So this is the left atrium. How we know this is the left atrium? Because here you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 veins. So the pulmonary veins here, the blood comes inside, through 4 pulmonary veins. So this is the base of the heart. So it's going to be located posteriorly. So this is number 1. Number 2, if somebody asks you that what is the name of this one here, which is going to be the anterior surface of the heart, so this is going to be the right ventricle. Means, attention to this question, if you have a patient with a stab wound, okay, so the first organ, I mean the first structure is going to be damaged, or the anterior structure is going to be the right ventricle, not the left atrium, because the left atrium is going to be on the posterior side. So this one here is going to be the right ventricle. Debía traer una radiografía, doctores, para podemos verlo también a través de la radiografía. So look at this one here. This is the left ventricle. The left ventricle is going to hide posterior to the right ventricle. So it's not like this, it's going to be like this. So you see, if you look at me here, you are going to see just a little bit of the left ventricle. So the name of this one here, the right ventricle. The name of this one here, the left ventricle. The name of this one here, left atrium. The left atrium is going to be the base of the heart, or the posterior part. The anterior part is going to be represented by the right ventricle. And this is the left ventricle, means this is the apex of the heart. Now there is another chamber which is left, which is the right atrium. We say this is the right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle, this is the left atrium, and this is right atrium. How do we know that this is the right atrium? Because of the inferior vena cava. This is inferior vena cava, and this is the superior vena cava. Whether the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava, they go to the right atrium. So here you have right atrium, the right side. Here we have anteriorly is going to be on the anterior part is going to be the right ventricle. Here you have the left ventricle, and here you have the left atrium. So if you look at this heart here, we say that this is the right ventricle, and what does it go out from the right ventricle? The pulmonary trunk. Now, you see where is the left ventricle is here, and from inside it comes the aorta. So here we have the major blood vessels. Here we have the right ventricle. From the right ventricle comes out the pulmonary trunk. Here we have the left ventricle, which goes out here the aorta, and here the superior vena cava. This is the inferior vena cava. And if you see a little bit from outside, behind here, you are going to see the 4 pulmonary veins which drain on the left atrium. Now, if you look from inside here, what we say that this is the pulmonary trunk, pulmonary artery. Here we say that this is the aorta, which is the ascending aorta. You see, this is the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle through this valve, this is the aortic valve, and this is the ascending aorta. And look at here, this is the right ventricle. From the right ventricle here we have the pulmonary artery, and here we have the pulmonary valve. Between the right ventricle and the left ventricle, here we have a septum which is called interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. Without just looking at the heart, we can know that this is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle by only the thickness of the wall of the heart. So look at this thickness of the left ventricle is going to be more thicker than the right ventricle because the left ventricle is going to pump the blood out, so it's going to work harder than the right ventricle. What else? What we said, this is the left atrium. You see the left atrium, and this is the left ventricle. So the left atrium is going to be here. Yes? So between the left ventricle and the left atrium, here we have a valve which is called mitral valve. Between the right ventricle and between the right atrium, here we have tricuspid valve. Yes?
Mitral valve is the same.
Yes, the mitral valve is going to be bicuspid because this is tricuspid, which is the right side. You see, I'm going just to tell you the layers of the heart here. Look at this one, just if you know how to just draw this. This is 1. This is 2, which is looks like closed loop. So this is what we call the pericardium. If you have a patient with pericarditis, so because of the inflammation of the pericardium, what's the difference between this, and this? This is the first one, which is called fibrous pericardium. This is serous pericardium. Sorry. This is another here, which is serous pericardium. You see here, we have this one, serous pericardium, and this is the serous pericardium. What is the difference? That the first one, which is outside, this is parietal layer. And this is inside, this is a visceral layer. And inside here, we have the pericardial space. Like you remember the lung, we have parietal and we have visceral. And between the parietal and visceral, we have interpleural space. Now here, between the parietal and the visceral, we have pericardial space. And this pericardial space is going to have like 25 cc of fluid. This is for lubrication. Now, inside, you're going to have the and this, which is called epicardium, which is attached to the visceral serous layer. So what does it mean? That the layers which cover the heart from outside to inside, again, fibrous pericardium, this is number 1. We have serous pericardium, the parietal one, serous pericardium, the visceral one, the epicardium, the myocardium, and the endocardium. I think for you, it's very important to know the endocarditis. You know, the endocarditis, inflammation of the endocardium. If you have a patient with like streptococcus, yes, whether the patient who has a carrier, so we have two types of streptococcus. What are they? Huh? Alpha and beta, yes? Yes, but there is a special streptococcus which is affect the carriers, which is viridans. Yes? So the streptococcal viridans, if it's not treated, they might damage the endocardium if the patient has endocarditis. You know, all the procedure you can do, if you like really to survive, I mean to protect the heart, you have to give the patient penicillin. Especially the synthetic penicillin. This is the one which is going to protect the endocardium. It's the one which is going to protect the valves in order to prevent the infection by this streptococcus viridans. We have another streptococcus, which is Streptococcus pyogen. Okay, but this is the viridans, the one whenever we have damage of the valve, so the patient is going to have endocarditis. The other one, when the valve is normal, I mean, you have a patient who has never have been with heart problem and can be infected by the Staphylococcus aureus, which when you have a patient normally does not have any heart problem. So if he has endocarditis because of our fault, because we didn't cover this patient with antibiotic, especially the antibiotic against the Staphylococcus and against the Streptococcus viridans. So this is the difference between the Staphylococcus aureus and the Streptococcus viridans. Here, when the patient has no other problem of the heart, which is normal valves. But this one, when the patient has abnormal valve problem, so the Streptococcus viridans is going to be more common, and this is the patient can have endocarditis. So that's why.
También yo he visto como que a veces dicen que el estafilococo da el acute endocarditis y el Vidians da el subacute endocarditis. No sé si es una diferencia, pero
sí.
Entonces lo ponen así.
See, the Staphylococcus aureus, as we said, because the valves are normal, if the patient is infected with the endocarditis or because of the Staphylococcus aureus, the Streptococcus viridans, which is the patient has chronic, I mean previous valve problem of the heart, and the Streptococcus viridans is going to be more, so it's going to be like subacute endocarditis. How we know the patient has endocarditis? I mean, because of chronic. This is not like from one day to another day. You are going to have type of what we call the splinter hemorrhage. We are going to see the patient has the rough, I mean the retina of the eye is going to be spots on the retina of the eye. The patient is going to have what else? Splinter, which is hemorrhage below the nails. And there is a spots, which is, you can see it, which is called Janway on the feet of the patient or on the palm, which is painless. So these are What does it mean, the myocardium? What does it mean, the pericardium? So we'd like to see just in order to go further more to see the heart, just look at it, and this is the way we can understand the lecture of the blood supply of the lung and the heart.
Si quieres darle alguna foto y subir al grupo.
Sí. The Kiatai, which is, so this is the right ventricle. This is the right ventricle. What about this one here? The left ventricle. You see here we have right atrium. So here we have the superior vena cava. We don't see the inferior vena cava. Here we can see the layers of the heart, which is start with the fibrous pericardium. The first one, fibrous means very thick, very thick. Then we are going to have the serous 1 and 2, and then between them here we have the pericardial space. So on the lung, we say between the parietal and the visceral we have interpleural space, and we said if you have a patient with pneumothorax or hemothorax, this is the diagnosis of the air in the lung, in the pleural space, or blood on the pleural space. Now, what is the name which the blood inside the pericardial space? Huh? The blood inside the pericardial space. If we have a patient, again, the same with stab wounds on the heart, so the blood is going to accumulate here on the pericardial space between the parietal and the visceral, and this is what we call pericardial tamponamento, un tamponamento cardíaco, tamponamento cardíaco. So here we are going to have we said the aorta, you see, and this is the aortic arch. This is the aortic arch. Now, from the aortic arch here, we are going to have 1, 2, and 3. Now, we are going to divide just a line here. This is the brachiocephalic trunk, which is going to the right side. This is the right side. So only we have 1 phallic trunk on the right side. Yes? Then this trunk, we are going to see it in other picture. This is going to divide onto the common carotid and the subclavius. But you see here, what are the name of these arteries? This is the common carotid and this is the subclavius. So this is in the left side. What else, guys? We are going to see the pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery is going all the time, goes beneath, under the aortic arch. So it's going to go just under the aortic arch. Look at this here. This is a ligament between the pulmonary trunk and the aortic arch. This is the arteriosum, ligamentum arteriosum. Ligamentum arteriosum. This is before birth. This is open, and after birth it's going to close, and the blood will not pass from the aorta or from the pulmonary to the aorta. There's no mixture of blood. So here there's only one ligament. You see here, you are going to have the pulmonary artery, then it goes, and you are going to have the left pulmonary artery and the right pulmonary artery. This is the one which is going to the lung. Tiene el corazón por ahí para seguir con la... So look at this one here. This is on the posterior aspect here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the pulmonary veins. So this is the left atrium. Yes, this is the left atrium. You see here, attention. This is, we say, the pulmonary artery. So this is going just to be divided into two, the left and the right pulmonary artery, which is going to be a little bit above the left atrium. Here what we can see, the aorta. Here, left and the right pulmonary artery. Here we have left and right pulmonary veins. Muscle, and this muscle papilla. So this is leaflet or palma. Es acuerdo tenosa, and this is musculopustular.